What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Hylor, and this is your Total War Warhammer Battle Guide to Frenzy units. In this guide, I will explain what Frenzy is, how best to use units with it, and how to defeat units with Frenzy. In Total War Warhammer, there are a ton of different units, and these units come with different stats and abilities. Frenzy is one of these abilities in the game. The Frenzy ability is designed to increase the damage the unit puts out when its leadership is high, making them into more effective killing machines. It increases melee attack, charge bonus, and makes the units immune to any negative psychological effects such as fear or terror. If you want to learn more about these unit stats in depth, then check out my character and unit stats guide here. Units with Frenzy can be powerful and even decisive if used properly with the right support. In this example, I am playing as the Chaos Warriors versus the Vampire Counts. I decided to bring a basic front line of Chaos Marauders and to back them up with 2 Forsaken and 2 Chaos Spawn. The Forsaken are the units in this build with the Frenzy ability. The reason why I picked this build is because I know I'm going against the Vampire Counts. Their undead units do not rout and have typically lower leadership. Since they will not rout, I have to expect a grind out fight, and to win it, I need to be producing more damage. The undead units can usually balance out their lower leadership though because they have fear on them, which is a general effect that lowers nearby enemy troops' leadership. The Forsaken though are unable to be affected by fear, and so I know my Forsaken will start with a leadership advantage over the enemy, allowing me to keep their Frenzy ability going. I choose a few Chaos Warriors with halberds to be my rear line support to protect from cavalry or flying monsters. On the battlefield, I arrange my troops in a double line formation with the Marauders up front and the Forsaken and Chaos Spawns in the second line. Normally, I would form up my army this way to have my troops in reserve to help support the faltering areas or to help push those areas I'm winning. In this battle though, I don't plan on holding my second line back, but instead use the Marauders to take up the brunt of the enemy's charge and following quickly with my Forsaken and Chaos Spawn. The Marauders will hold their lines as long as they are winning, and the Forsaken will have strong leadership so long as they are not being outmaneuvered and have friendly units nearby. This is why I have them battle alongside the Marauders. Since they are next to friendly troops, their leadership will be less likely to fall, keeping their damage dealing up. As I continue to deal more damage, the leadership of the undead will fall, helping to encourage my troops to fight on. The Chaos Spawn I choose because they are also damage dealers and they are unbreakable, so they will act as a massive damage dealing bulwark for my troops' leadership. The fight is a grind out fight, just like I knew it would be, and eventually I not only mop up the front line of the enemy, but I take down his lord with my other units. You can see that I was able to get tons of kills with my Forsaken because they were in a frenzy the entire match, and even the Grave Guard of the Vampire Counts was simply shut down because of how quickly I could pour out damage. This battle illustrates a few key things about using Frenzy units. The first is that they should always be supported in the same combat or by nearby enemy units on their flanks to keep their leadership up. Personally, I suggest using them as the backup for the front lines like I showed, rather than having them as the main line. If they are the main ones taking damage, they will die faster, which limits their damage output and weakens their leadership, which is crucial for making them most effective. The best way to counter enemy units with Frenzy is to help cause leadership shocks or to kill them as quickly as possible. You can do this by using debuffs, rear or flanking charges, or to pour down a ton of ranged damage. You have to either create a way of lowering their leadership or to kill them off as quickly as possible. This is why when I use them, I also place the 3 halberd units behind my lines to make sure any cavalry or flying units could be quickly dispatched from the fight, and of course the Vampire Counts have no range units to worry about. Frenzy units then are a powerful arsenal in any army as long as they are placed in the right fights and supported properly. If you enjoyed this guide, then check out my guide on basic army composition or my guide on fear and terror units. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Total War Warhammer content. Until next time, my name is Hylor, and I'll see you all soon.